Aloha, my name is Albert, Kahiwahiwaokalani Haa Jr. I've approached this board several times in the past years, trying to explain myself. For the past 7 years, I've been around the island telling people that Kamehameha III is my great-great-great-grandfather. I've come to Mr. Lindsay, I've spoke to Mrs. Aipulani, and her response to me was, one family cannot own all the land, when I tried to explain to her back at Kilka's school. To me, that's a very immature response. I'm not trying to make trouble with anybody. I don't want money, I don't want the land. My father chose me to stand up for the family of Hekikia, which my grandmother is Kahana Hekikia. I went to court, like I said, and I ended up receiving the tax papers for 1.8,600,000 acres on a piece of property at Whitterton Park in Ka'u. When I got that tax papers, I gave it to Ricky May Amano, who was the judge at the time. Anyway, she said she couldn't transfer the land. The title still remains in Ho'olapa, Kahana Hekikia. However, reluctantly, she told me she had to award them, Ka'u Sugar, adverse possession. Unknown at that time, I did not understand. Black's law says you cannot adverse land that you had permissive use of, according to Black's law. They leased this land from my family and never ever gave it back. You know what I mean? Now, my dad, I don't like courts. I retired from the police department. I've investigated murders, rapes, robberies. My dad asked me to do this land case, and I said, oh, great, I'm gonna find out who I am at least. So I went to court having that name Kahana. Then my name, this is Hekikia. I have 7 different names. Naukana, La'anui, Huaka. All of these names I come to find out is all under these Keawe, Ave, Makali'i, stars and Kuhealani, and my relationship to this blue vault in heaven, and how I'm supposed to love everybody and ho'oponopono everything. 7 years ago, I entered that ceded land case which OHA made. They dropped out of the case, and I went to the Supreme Court clerk told me that he believes I have a legitimate complaint or possible complaint against OHA. I told my dad, I don't like sue nobody. My parents, my grandparents, we don't believe in suing people. I believe in ho'oponopono, making it right, working it out with each other. And so far, nobody can talk to me. They hear things from other people. But I can show you my genealogy, and if I am who I am, I'm willing to help. I tell my other cousins, they mad at me because they rather have Kingdom of Hawaii and all these things. I tell them I still support the state under one reason. The laws of the state of Hawaii is my tutus kanawai. It was written by both of my great-great-great-grandparents, William Richards and number 3 are both my great-great-great-grandparents. And I want the truth, and people should at least look at the law. I believe you're all liable for what you're doing. You're playing with the land and money, and I don't like land and money, I'm saying. I want things of this land to be done in a pono way. Without you communicating with me, or even go check my background, go look. I'm not an activist. I tell people I'm not an activist. I provide myself as a solution to the people's problems. Personally, I don't like nothing. But my father gave me the job. My dad has 75 first cousins, and whenever I have decisions, I go to dad, and he go call the family. But I just pray that, please come talk to me, because I don't want to sue nobody, but I'm saying there's too many illegal activities. They got the state involved, the federal government involved. I've seen the tax papers, that 1.8 million acres right off the top, 320,000 acres is scratched off. And nobody ever paid taxes. It was all exempt all the way to the year 2000. And the judge of the case is now working for Ed Olson Trust. It's not conspiring to, it's a crime, it's all criminal. I mean, everybody knows it, but why should I don't want to hurt nobody. I'm not even mad at the judge. It's just a process. I mean, but if you're OHA and you're gonna Office of Hawaiian Affairs, what greater affair can there be than the family I'm talking about and our land and the protecting my tutu's laws? They bent and twist those laws. If I look at it, it's like the state stole my family's identity and just ran off with the ball. But my family is still here. And all of you are all related to me. Thank you.
Mahalo, Albert.